Explainability. You need to ask your legal tech vendor whether its tool, when generating a response, is also able to point to the source information based on which it drafted its response. It needs to be able to show its work, so to speak, and point to the specific source, whether it's a case law, statute, an article, a clause in a contract, or anything else. This explainability feature is crucial because it helps you understand the basis of the AI's response. You want to be sure the AI didn't just invent an answer, otherwise known as hallucination. Instead, you get a glimpse into the sources it used to create that response so that you know the information is trustworthy. For instance, if the tool cites a case law, can the user be directed to that case and the relevant paragraph cited? Here's a recent example illustrating why we need to be cautious. An attorney in New York submitted a brief on behalf of his client who was suing an airline company, citing several court decisions in support of his argument. He had used ChatGPT to do this case law research, and as it turns out, those judgments did not exist. They were invented out of thin air by ChatGPT. This is a good example of hallucination, which is when a Gen AI tool convincingly makes up an answer when it cannot find one. The explainability feature is like a guardrail against hallucinations, and lawyers must verify everything that the Gen AI produces, which is much easier to do if it cites the sources when providing the response. Not all tools will have an explainability feature, and that does not mean that you cannot trust its response. It just means that you also need to verify them. Going back to the proverb we discussed in the video where we talked about understanding the data set, trust but verify. Thanks for watching.